interesting thing about your movie, why I made a curator's pick of the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Community, heart,
Morning, how you doing, Las Vegas? Welcome to Like It Is Radio. I'm always pleased to be your host. My name is Franklyn G. You can always check out what we do at Like It Is Radio on Facebook. Always glad to have this time to connect you to the larger Black diaspora through Black Intelligent Talk Radio and moving through the community. And you know, Power 88 is part of the fabric of the community. I consider this one part of the drum. So we're going to beat it every now and then. That's how we do. Take that Michael Jackson thing. And you can always check out how we try to get down afterwards. We've been doing some podcasts. I've been blessed to work with my man Crazy D at Lordland Films. You can go check it out. We got a podcast we do with some individuals throughout the community. Lately, we have featuring one of the congressional candidates. If you want to see it, you can go to Lordland Films or you can check it out on podcast. I don't even know what it is. I got to find it. My man Crazy D, you know how he does it. With my man C-Mo, we have a couple of, and I wouldn't call it intergenerational because we're all connected, but different thoughts from different eras of time, early rap, mid rap, and nowadays rap. How about that, y'all? You know, it's like the phases of Michael Jackson. You could tell how old you were. You know, when Mike was black, when Mike was white, or when Mike was beige. You know, you could figure it out, your dynamic of youth. But in any event, we do this, and it's at Lordland Films, and you can check it out on YouTube because there are no holes barred there. So if you want your man Franklyn G uncut, unraw, if you want to see Crazy D's film editing process brought to light, and if you want to check out Crazy D, that's how you do it. No, my man Simo makes it sound good. And like I said, that's the youth component of the podcast that we do. So if you want to go there and check it out, that's where we take it to the next level. So, as you know, we are going to move through we got some stuff that always goes on here in the community. We try to connect you. Anything happening at the Arts Center, I try to let y'all know. It is the gem, the diamond of the community, if you will, right in the heart of the coal district. Uh-oh, that's a repeat of me. How about that? I'm cloning myself. In any event, as you know, we do things, and over at the Arts Center as well as the library, as I said, the gem of the community. Because even that basketball court, I went out there, I saw the drumline kids out there, like eight. It was. Man, I was like, I'm really committed to that. So I'm gonna reach out. If you guys, what group is practices out there at night? They had drums set up. They had the kids trying to do formation. I salute that. I salute that. It was a Wednesday night, Tuesday night, Thursday, whatever night it was. If who does, what groups do that? So let us know over here at Power 80. I want to get them on the air because they're making a difference. And that space over there, as I said, the gem of the community. We got an event going on. You know. I don't know if y'all know, but black people play chess. Some of the best chess players I know are black. I ain't gonna lie. I never beat my grandfather. Shaking hands and all. You would have thought he was cheating, but he didn't have to cheat. He knew strategy, he knew traps, and thank God I learned how to play at a very young age. It made a difference in my academic career because those who play chess become radio announcers. But if you play chess, you'll start hanging out with different people because you'll recognize some things within the fabric and caliber of those individuals that you may want to, hang out with, because it's all about knowing and recognizing 2 or 3 moves ahead. If you're lucky, 4 or 5. And if you're really good, you can memorize entire games and just how to strategize from the opening to the closing based on other masters. And not that they're copying, but it's a lot to remember. But in any event, chess is a very important game. And we have a couple of outlets here in the community that provide us with the opportunity to get our children, because some people don't like that term because kids are goats. But our children involved in the theories, excuse me, I'm still fighting this, thing. But get your kids involved in how to, master certain things. And chess is one of those things because it will allow you to conceptualize and have strategy about what you do on the board, which then in turn may work out into your life. So there's a chess tournament going on again. Diamond in the Rough. I didn't even see that. Diamond in the Rough. I told you that place was something. I want that copyright. I'm calling over there, Miss Marsha. That's right, on the ladies over there, because, hey, I told you, that was the gem of the community. Diamond in the Rough Chess Tournament, Saturday, April 7th, 9 to 3, regular school hours, y'all, at the West Las Vegas Arts Center, 947 West Lake Mead. Registration is, I believe, like right now, because it's happening Saturday. So you need to call over there or get over there. This registration is open to children from 5 to 12. There are 5 rounds of chess play in a swirl tournament. That means rise and fly. Rise and is that Rise and Fly?
No, it's everybody's going to play every round.
Oh, that ain't come on, man. No, I'm just kidding. But as you know, you heard from the gentleman who's putting this event on. It's also co-sponsored by the 100 Black Men, and there's too many names to mention because there's 100 of them. And you know, we have Mr. Wayne Smith in the building. I already knew that. But in any event, we got Wayne Smith. This guy, he looks like a chess master because he got his shirt on. He's buttoned up to the collar top. He ain't got a pen pal from high school, but I could tell he plays chess.
It's old.
It's old. So don't worry, I'm old too. I'm glad to be old. Yes, definitely. I knew that. That's Brother Suda sent his representative. I thought it was, but in any way, we are on with them. Yes, that's the second group. Thank you so much. Good morning. Cheryl's in the building too, so we'll let her get set up. And we got Wayne Smith here. He plays chess. I'm gonna ask you, what's your strength number? Because do they still do numberings?
Yeah, they do.
What's your numbering? Am I too bold to come out and ask you?
You can ask that. I'm in the 93 percentile of all chess players in the United States. My rating is 1865, and I teach kids how to play competitive chess and have been doing so for the last 20 years.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all don't know about chess. I'm gonna break this down because the community may not be aware. He went out with, I'm the 93%. All right. Now for some of us, we understand what that means. But for some of us, that means most of y'all can't beat him. Okay? I don't care where you come from, your barber. You better own a shop or a couple. You better have a glass chess set because you have to move with care when a brother tells you 1,800. Now, I thought I was something when they gave me my little 640, whatever it was. And then when I moved up to 7-something, I was looking for people to play. 1,800, so you take people's money.
Well,
you can put it that way. You have the ability.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of chess player, but you know, I teach kids how to play competitive chess, and I have a number of students who are stronger than me. In fact,
come on now.
Oh yeah,
kids.
Yes,
children.
The goal is to beat me. That's the goal. So we have free classes over at West Las Vegas Arts Center, and as you said earlier, we're having our first chess tournament there, Diamond in the Rough, and you know, the name came about.
We'll give that out. No, don't just spot. Don't worry, just spot on. Keep going.
The name came about is you know, every child is a diamond, and
every child is cold. Let's make it, because some of them don't make it to diamond. Now let's be real. This is radio.
That's true. They don't make it to diamond.
But you can with chess.
But you know, we're jewelers.
All right.
All of the adults here are jewelers.
Go with it.
Our job is to facet that diamond,
right,
to show its brilliance. And,
there you go.
And so that's what these classes and this tournament is about. And we want to make it grow. And hopefully one day we can bring home a national champion to North Las Vegas and to the city of Las Vegas in general.
All right, now hold on. We got to say, children are competitive to you. So we got to name some of these children, even though they may not be listening, their parents may be listening, but children that you play with run a game with you. I mean, they play the competent game. You know, I'm not talking about
absolutely.
I'm just talking about playing. You know, I could play my grandfather, but that game only went on like about 7 or 8 minutes. But I'm talking about a game.
Yes, a game. So you know, I have a young man. He's going to the University of Illinois right now. He's from Chicago. His name is Jimmy Akintande, and he's almost a master now. He's 21 something.
What? Started here in Vegas under your tutelage?
Well, he wasn't here in Vegas. I'm actually from Chicago.
Okay.
And taught over 2,000 kids in Chicago how to play competitive chess. And I've been in Vegas the last 4 years and decided that I wanted to start teaching again, and connected with West Las Vegas Arts Center. And so we've started chess classes, and we're having our first chess tournament. We've partnered with some other community organizers, and we hope to make this a larger and larger event over the years.
Well, I see that you got the city of Las Vegas, so I know that they're involved. And I would say, excuse me, especially here in this community, you do it free at the Arts Center on a regular basis. So this is just the culmination of that.
We meet every Saturday.
At what time?
From 11 to 1. 11 to 12, we have an introduction to chess, and 12 to 1, we have intermediate chess. And so we're even thinking about having adult classes for those who want to.
No, if you got kids in there that can play, I can sneak in now, you know?
Yeah, you could.
If you got a kid that's that good, come on, man. I would rather be beaten by a kid than somebody going to talk stuff about me, which is one of my peers.
Okay.
You know, at least the kids, I beat that old man. You know, that's a great thing.
What's the age requirement?
Well,
your class?
you know, if they can talk, I can teach them.
Okay.
Oh man.
Basically. So I've had kids as young as 3. Ideally, when they reach kindergarten and they're in school and they understand the rules of engagement in a classroom is probably best, but I've had kids as young as 3.
Okay. And chess teaches strategy, doesn't it?
Yeah, chess teaches kids how to think ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You when you make a mistake, it's you make a mistake and it's known immediately. When you do something well, it's known immediately. Chess and math go together. The same skills that you use in chess, you use in math, science, music. So the same parts of your brain that you use to develop your chess skills, you use in those areas as well.
In the real world.
In the real world, yeah.
And it's why I just gotta ask you, because I realize you say you've been playing what? Can you play the Star Trek chess, man? Are you a 3-tier man?
I don't play that, but I do play blindfolded.
Okay, hold on, Stevie. You went Stevie on us.
yeah,
You went
how
Stevie
did
on us. Hold on. So you know the board well enough, and you're a 1800 player, of course. I'm just insulting myself here. So you know the board and all the pieces, because even the board has names. You can name
Right,
the pieces.
squares. Each square has a name, so you have to record the game when you're playing in tournament play, and over time you master what each square is on the chessboard. I mean, it takes time, but it can be done. There's some grandmasters, not only do they play blindfolded, but they'll play many games at the same time blindfolded and win them all.
Man, why are you looking at me like that? You just want to get it. He's like, come on, come let me.
Well,
I know you can kill me. I know that. I'd have to play 3 boards with you.
When I start talking about chess,
Right.
I get my boxing gloves on, and
I hear
and
you.
so we got to.
He went Tyson on us. I don't know. He was all quiet at me. Now he's looking me in the eye like, what? What you want to do? No. I'm blessed to say I learned how to play. I think like in the 2nd grade that summer in Jamaica we learned. And
Yes.
just having that. The fact is, once you learn how to play, in school, I used to know, those people who do play, you could play with them, and that's a different peer group than usually melanated people.
Yes.
So it actually will allow you to make some kind of friendships across the line, if you will.
Absolutely.
Because on the board, everybody's the same.
Absolutely.
And that made a difference in my life, because some of my friends became my chess playing peers who, they just ran a little differently.
Absolutely.
And it's something that I tell you, just for you melanated folks, when you start beating them white boys, you feel better about yourself. They come over and say, "You want to play?" Yes, I want to play. And that's the look you had. And he's like, "Yeah, I can't wait to get this guy." But in any event, this event is happening this Saturday. It's at the Arts Center. The phone number is 702-229-4800. And again, a big shout out to Marsha and all the ladies over there and who do the thing, who keep that gym polished. Again, with my man right here. So when did the adults start? You got to get that in, because I know there's some old heads out here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get. I've been asked a lot, when are we gonna start an adult class? And so in the next 4 to 6 months, we're gonna get an adult class going.
Right, you gonna have to make it not so early in the morning, because we gonna
Right,
have to.
I understand.
We're gonna be like 2 o'clock,
I know,
2 to
just
5.
2 to 5, 6 to 7, something like that.
Well, if you start playing, that's 6 or 7. Now I know you ready to play. Have you ever played with those guys in New York in those specific areas? Because I do that in Chicago.
Yes, I'm from Chicago,
Right.
and played there most of my child and adult life, and every chance I got, I would go to New York and go to Greenwich Village.
Right
and
down there,
play
Washington
in the
Square Park in that corner.
And, back in the day, they used to have chess shops all over.
This is true, Chess City.
And so it's a chess lover's dream to go into a chess shop and see chess sets, and go to a bookstore and see chess books, and buy them, read them, and get some of those sets, and invite your friends over, and go a few rounds.
Well, I can remember growing up, my brother, I believe it was Dwayne, a few of my brothers played chess, just to play. And
no, you don't play chess to play. Look,
not competitive. I should say not competitive, not to compete, just, amongst yourselves. And he had this wooden chess set that was humongous. I mean, absolutely beautiful. However, now I have a brother, Freddie, who lives out of state, but he comes to Vegas probably 3 times a year to compete in chess. And I mean, he's won a lot of money, a whole lot of money, and he's, lost some tournaments, but they have really big tournaments here in Vegas.
There's one in June. There's a national event in June. I'm not sure with the dates, but I know there's one in June.
Are you playing?
I'm thinking about it. I'm preparing.
Come on, man. We go to the gym tomorrow. Man. He's preparing. But anyway, we know this event is happening this week, and these are things that are happening within our community we need to capitalize on. It's happening this Saturday. You should call this number, 702, if you have a child or someone who's interested, even if they're not willing or cannot compete in this particular thing, they can get involved. The number is 702-229-4800. Call Miss Marsha and all of them and tell them, who came up with this thing, Diamond in the Rough Chess Tournament? That's copyright. I've been calling it that for a minute here, and I got the tapes to prove it, But in any event, thank you so much for coming in. Again,
thank you. I really appreciate you having me.
Oh, no, for sure. Chess is something that's actually an evolving game. It actually is really well. And it will involve you in different games because behind chess, I learned how to play Go. This is a Japanese.
That's a wonderful game.
I play, and then also just backgammon and they had all that stuff at Chess City, and it used to be like a kind of refuge for me with the nerds, if you want to say it. Yeah, I was the brother nerd, but in any event, you could go down there, hang out when it's cold, and play games. And in New York, they play competitively. I've had my money taken from me in that same very corner. I will not lie. And the brother was like, "We will tell you, you're done in 4 moves." I'm like, okay, you want to put another 5 on? He says, put 10 and it'll be 3. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We're going to take a pause for the course because we got another group coming in to talk about an event happening this weekend. If you play chess, if you want to develop your chess skills, if you want your child to become aware of this game, the West Las Vegas Arts Center is the place to take your child. Ask the question, what's going on with the chess boards? You can go out there and play. And I mean, I had a few beautiful boards myself. I even bought one in Mexico I brought back. It was more like onyx marble. You know how they do that stuff down there? Man, the good old days. You can't even find those boards now. Now the pieces are so light and everything. I was worried about having to pay bringing it back. But in any event, chess is a wonderful game to advance your knowledge of yourself because you really don't even need anybody to play. You can play against yourself. And I can tell you, the one day, and I'll say his name, the day I beat Nevin Cinnabori. Oh boy, I know he ain't even listening, but I'm telling you, he was rushing and everything. He was a big threat in New York. But in any event, chess is a great game. You should get your children involved. It will develop skills and concepts that far beyond your concept if you do not play. So come out, check out the Diamond in the Rough Chess Tournament. This happening this Saturday, April 7th, 9 to 3 at the West Las Vegas Arts Center, 947 Westlake Mead Boulevard. I may come in, shave, and can I fit like 16?
Yes.
Oh.
We could try.
All right.
I'll play your game on the side.
See, I knew he was going to sneak that in. He wanted to get me. He wanted to get at me, y'all. I'm telling you. Anyway, thanks so much, Wayne, for coming in. We're going to pause for the course. We're coming right back. We have some interesting guests. 2 young ladies. They just came back. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Yes, they're going to talk about the Soul Yoga Festival tomorrow at the Pearson Center. So I'm excited to hear about that because yoga is something that I love.
There you go. We are back. It's Like It Is Radio. Mr. Master himself, George Clinton. Let me borrow your spaceship, man. I'll bring it right back. Only the old heads know that. But in any event, this is Like It Is Radio. Always glad to be your host, connected to the larger black diaspora through Black Intelligent Talk Radio. And we got to play chess, y'all. I'm telling you. Ooh, the day I beat that kid, Nevin Cinnabori.
What's his name? Oh.
Nevin Cinnabori. This guy was a threat all through high school, and I got him. I never played him again. I got him one day, though. It was, man, chess will do something for you because I'm going to tell you, if you're melanated and you're beating the dominant society down by playing chess with them, it's an equalizer. It's actually a bridge to another, thought concept. All right, Like It Is Radio. We have another guest in here, fresh off the continent. She been hanging out with Brother Jabari and all of them. I got to let y'all know. There's a whole consciousness level movement that happens on the internet. It stops somewhere around Mississippi. Texas gets a little thin. Arizona ain't none. And then, we catch a little because we get the residual sun from L.A. But if you know about Kemet, then you know about some things. And one of the things you need to know about is it all started there. So without any further ado, first I can say hi to Brother Suda. Brother Suda called me and said, Franklyn, I'm hoping that you will find time so that we could spread the information my lovely young child bride will be willing to provide
Oh my God.
during your show Come on, you know he's a wordsmith. So I'm like, yes, Brother Suda. Yes, Brother Suda. So, Franklin, I always appreciate your outreach, and my wife will be there on Friday. So big shout out to Brother Suda, who does stuff through the community with the Sonship Program.
Yes, he
And you know, when
does.
they're equal, that's the whole Kemet thing. When you're equally balanced, he's working with the young men, she's working with the young women, and the women in general. I would say young, put a preface on it, and I don't want to, overstep my boundaries in this women age, because I'm bound to say something wrong, as most men will do. So I'm going to hand it over to Cheryl, and she's going to tell you, because Mrs. Suda's here, and they're having an event, and it is important that, I know as you get older, you got to stretch, you got to reach, you got to go out and get some of that sunlight. And I will just get out of the way because yoga is important. I'm gonna say, did you do yoga with Jabari in Kemet?
I certainly did. I assisted Jabari in several Kemetic poses. Very honored to do that.
Now, Brother Jabari is a scholar within his own right. He's taking classes. I believe he has a degree from Cornell. I've reached out to him, but I know when the West Coast, they look at that number. They're like, I ain't messing with him. I'll get back to him. But I know he does a lot of stuff because he runs around with Baba Small, who is one of my mentees. And in fact, we'll talk about, we're bringing Dr. Leonard Jeffries here in a couple of weeks too.
Yes,
For Malcolm X. So we'll talk about that later. But we got you in the place to be. What you doing, Cheryl? You got it.
Yes, this coming Saturday is the Soul Yoga Festival. It's an annual yoga festival that's going to be at the Pearson Center, at the Pearson Community Center. Tell us a little bit about it. First of all, let's introduce who you are.
Okay, my name is Matisha Suda, and I am a Kemetic Yoga instructor, and I'm also one of the owners of Sacred Geometry Kemetic Yoga and Wellness Studio, along with my partner Uzuri, who's sitting over there in silence. So Soul Yoga Fest basically is a global festival. It has happened annually in different parts of the world. It has happened in Jamaica. It has happened in South Africa, Paris, Ghana, Chicago, Atlanta. And it was created by the master teacher, Yasir Rahotep. And it happens every year. And his mission is to expose yoga to communities that otherwise would not practice yoga, do not know about yoga, or do not know that yoga has African roots. So we teach yoga from an African perspective at this festival. We are teaching several classes, about 7 to 10 classes per hour, starting
Per
from-
hour?
That's a
per
lot.
hour. We
How long
have-
is a class?
Well, there are several classes
Okay.
starting at 10 a.m. and it's going to end at 5 p.m. So Kemetic Yoga instructors are flying from around the world to volunteer their time to teach the Las Vegas community Kemetic Yoga for free.
Okay.
Hold on.
First
Say
of
that
all-
again. Say it again.
Exactly.
Kemetic Yoga instructors who are certified by Master Yasir Rahotep are flying into Las Vegas to teach the Las Vegas community Kemetic Yoga for free.
Okay, now understand, yoga is not for free ever. Yoga is very expensive to take.
It is very
it's
expensive.
very
It is
expensive,
very
and to have the
expensive.
opportunity with master instructors to do Kemetic yoga for free, who wouldn't show up there?
Exactly. So Las Vegas, we really need you to come out. We really need you to be present in the moment. Not only will there be yoga classes, but if you want to sit at the feet of your elders, we're going to have lectures. We'll have lectures by my dear husband, Yusuf Suda. We'll have lectures by Master Teacher Yasir Rahotep, and we will also have a lecture by Mama Omiyale Jube. And then we will also have other workshops, and we'll also have martial arts. So it's not just yoga, it is all forms of African movement. We'll also have hip hop dance that's going to be taught by Nat the Lioness. All of our instructors who are contractors at Sacred Geometry will be there, and just any Kemetic yoga instructor that was able to make the journey. So we have people coming from the Bahamas, we have people coming from Maryland, we have people coming from California, lots of California in the house. And we're just very excited and honored that they have the same passion as our master teacher to come and pass this on to our community. And yoga is a huge business. It is a multi-billion-dollar business, and it has sucked out the healing part of yoga. So yoga should be accessible to everyone, regardless of socioeconomic background, regardless of color, regardless of gender. So that is the main purpose of this festival this weekend, and we're excited to have our first one, and we hope to have them annually. We will have them annually. We don't hope, we will.
We will. And what's the age group?
We have students who are as young as 5.
Okay.
And elders can come. If the elders cannot sit on the floor, we have chairs for them that they can sit in a chair. But the beautiful thing about Kemetic Yoga, it is not a competitive yoga style. It is done very slow. You move the body in geometric progression, which means we start the body in very simple poses and then move with the breath to more complex geometric poses. But the purpose of yoga is to connect you with the breath and to move energy, to circulate energy throughout the body. It's not about, doing these fancy poses that you see on the cover of magazines or standing on your head, although we do poses like that. But the main purpose of yoga is breath connection and energy circulation.
And when you say breath connection, it teaches you the proper way to breathe.
The proper way to breathe, conscious breath.
People, or most of us,
Conscious
don't
breath?
breathe,
Conscious breathing.
don't breathe correctly.
Exactly. So conscious breathing is very important. It has many benefits. It makes the brain work better. It helps to oxygenate the blood better and the other bodily fluids to help the systems and the organs work properly. So we have that wonderful state of ma'at. Ma'at is the African principle of balance, harmony, reciprocity. So that is what we strive for. Yoga is not just something that you do on your mat. It's something that you do outside of your mat too. So it's how you conduct your entire life.
Yeah, it helps with stress. It brings like a calmness to you.
It does.
It
And you've
really
taken
does.
class.
I've taken classes
Yes.
with you.
Miss
Yes,
Cheryl
I
has
have.
gotten it in.
Yes, I have.
And she's very strong.
I'm okay.
No, she's an excellent student. Yes.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes.
So what do you say for those ladies that are maybe a little bit intimidated because they've never taken yoga? They don't know what to expect.
I would just say come out. You have to come out. Our instructors are wonderful. They are properly trained. They're properly certified. It does not matter the size you are. I am not a thin woman. I am a large woman. And it's all about the breath. We're not going to have you doing anything that you physically cannot do. And you are going to be amongst family. You're going to be amongst your community. So this is a perfect place to introduce yourself to your natural African healing practice, which is yoga.
And what would you say the attire should be?
If you do come, we want you to wear very comfortable clothing. You can wear loose-fitted clothing as long as it's comfortable to bend in, something that you can sit in, something you can hold your arms up. If I know that we like to wear our jewelry, and that's great. Just make sure it doesn't get in the way. But I would really suggest to everyone, if you can, to attend the master's class. The master teacher travels globally teaching yoga for free in a lot of parts of the world, and he also does certifications as well. But he is world renowned, so he's teaching a free class. I believe his class is at 3, and if you can come then, definitely experience his class. He's a wonderful teacher.
If I can ask a question, how does one become a master? I mean, do you master so many positions? Do you stand there? What is encompassing? You said classes. What is it? Class to bend? I mean, I'm just sounding manly. So
No, I understand. Well, what makes him a master is the time that he has put into his practice. When Master Yasir started, he could not touch his toes. He couldn't do hardly any yoga positions. And the study and research that he has put in, the travel that he has put in, the research that he has put in along with his master teacher, Dr. Asar Hapi, makes him a master. And just the number of hours that he has put into his practice. I mean, he is in his 6th decade of life, and he can do things with his body that most 20-year-olds cannot do. So those are the things that make
Now, you just made a lot of 60-year-old men kind of happy. You realize you just got some new patients. Hold up. Say what?
And you do not have to be flexible to come to this festival. You do not have to be able to do anything. If you have breath in your lungs, you are eligible to come to this festival. All you have to know how to do is breathe. We will handle the rest.
Right.
What's the address for those who may not know the Pearson Center? Because some men just peeked up.
It's go ahead.
1625 West Cary Avenue,
Right across the street from the statue, y'all.
right across the street from the statue. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And so this festival, it's been held in other cities and even other
And
countries.
countries, yes.
Yeah. So Atlanta, Paris, South Africa, Jamaica, and to bring it here in Vegas is awesome. To even have that opportunity to give this community this wonderful opportunity to attend this for free.
For free.
For free.
For free.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's no reason to be intimidated.
None.
If there's a pose that you can't do, there are alternate poses that you can do.
Absolutely.
You don't have to worry about being sore afterwards. Like you said, it's not about competition. It's about doing it at your own comfort zone.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct. Yes. So
Do y'all play music when y'all do this?
some teachers do play music. Some teachers don't play music because the music is our breath.
Yeah.
So if you are
But what about the other one? I seen him sweating. I seen him come out there like they was in a fight. You know, I mean, it's like a hot room, right?
Hot yoga?
Yes, but we don't do that. We concentrate on elevating our internal power. So you don't have to have a heated room. That is a different form of yoga, totally. But there will not be any of that at this festival. This is going to be a very gentle festival to introduce Kemetic Yoga to the community. Now, there will be introductory classes, there will be intermediate classes, and there will be advanced classes. And we're also going to have African storytelling for the children. I forgot to mention that. Okay. So it is very...
So there will be a component that allows you, if you do have a child, you can bring them?
Yes, you can. Please bring your children, because when we instill this into our children in a healthy environment, and there will be no meat or dairy on the premises. We are going to eat all plant-based, all live light foods for the entire day to energize our bodies, to give us the energy that we need to complete the festival. So there'll be no energy channels that will be non-flowing.
Okay. And what time does this event start tomorrow?
The opening ceremony begins at 9 a.m. We will be doing libation and opening it African style, of course, with our elder, Mother Omiale Jube. Brother Alpha Tare will be there with the djembe drum. And,
Yeah, I interviewed that. Is that guy? That's the guy we had in before.
Alpha Tare, maybe.
He's the. I went to his event. He had it. I think it's about the same person.
Maybe it's Brother Hassani you're talking about. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of Kemetic brothers out here, but they all got the gift. Come get some of it. Come get some of it.
So it starts at 9, and then the first class begins at 10 a.m. So we have 7 to 10 classes per hour.
And how long are the lengths of each class? Because
You get
that's a lot of classes.
You get a bite of the cookie, 40 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's a nice length of time.
Yes.
So you can come
So
get
you really
loose and
get
then go to
to-
another
yeah,
class
you
and get
really
looser.
Yes, you can get loose. You can go to the restroom. You can talk. You can grab your smoothie. We're going to have vendors. Our vendors are off the chain. So if you want to, support them, that's great.
Well, speaking of events, we got to talk about you. You got a place here. You can do this on the regular. Let's talk about your black
Yes.
business now. Where you at? Where you at? Tell them. Because some people be like, I got to work tomorrow. I got to do this. It's Saturday. I just got finished with that. But the reality is you could do this all the time. So where you be at? Let's talk about that. You got your partner over here.
Yes.
She trying to be Silent Bob. We're going to bring her out.
She is not right.
We're going to bring her out. Don't worry.
Making me do all the talking.
There
I
you
already
go.
have a scratchy throat.
But where's your location? You can come and get some of this Kemetic energy on the regular.
Well, you asked me where I be at. I be at 515 Rose Street. We're at 515 Rose Street. We're located in between Rancho and Martin Luther King. We are still in the community. We're not far away. Can I say my website?
Of course.
Okay.
This is radio.
Okay,
We want to get it all out.
The website is KemeticYogaVegas.com. You can click on the tab for schedule. We have martial arts and Kemetic Yoga, and we're also adding Vinyasa Yoga.
Hold on.
Okay,
You just went left on us. What is this now?
Vinyasa Yoga is just a different form of yoga. It's all yoga. Let me just go back. It's all yoga. But we have classes Monday through Friday and Sunday. Because
And
Saturday we're teaching at the West Las Vegas Arts Center.
There you go.
And not only that, you have later classes in the day for those that
Yes.
get off.
We have
later in the
classes at
day.
6:30 on Tuesday,
Yes.
7:30 on Wednesday, 6:30 on Thursday, 7:30 on Friday, and 11 a.m. on Sunday, because we know people like to get it out of the way. But Sunday is a very gentle flowing, easy class. Sunday should be a chill day. So that's what we do.
I'm glad you mentioned Sunday because, I'm an internet kind of guy and I read things. There's a component of the community, melanated folks, because everybody ain't conscious or awake or whatever. But some of the older heads is like, oh, that yoga, that's anti-Jesus. Well, there's a little dialogue because I know that, but I'm just recognizing on the internet there's a dialogue. There's a big dialogue going on between what is Kemetic Yoga and its awakening within the urban community, larger body, and the Christian community. I'm talking about down south mainly. You can't be bending
Look,
like that.
But I don't
When
even
you
see
get up in
how
the
that-
morning, and you stretch, that's yoga. When you get up in the morning and you yawn and that's your first conscious breath, that's yoga. When you're in church and you are touched by the Spirit and you get on your knees and put your arms up, that's sesh pose, that's yoga.
I seen that on the wall at
Yoga
Kemet,
is
y'all.
nature. You went to Kemet too, so you already know.
I seen it.
Yes. I mean, yoga is natural. Yoga is life.
All right.
And we're no one is
Because there is a spiritual component to the balance one needs to have to achieve, I guess, these higher levels of masterdom. So that's also practicing yoga. I think that's where they're concerned where that energy comes from. Because it's all from within, though. My concept
right,
would
but
be.
we're all energy anyway.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
You made Tim stand up.
This meat suit is temporary. We're all energy. We're endless, infinite, timeless energy that is not created or destroyed. That's who we are. That's our true self.
Oh, she just went Wakanda and Matrix on y'all, so I don't even know how y'all separate the two. But hold up, we got to get to Silent Bob over here.
Yes, Uzuri.
Come on. You got to say hello just so you know.
Hello out there.
Hold on, wait till the microphone comes on and introduce yourself because, see, the government, they already know you in here. They took your picture when you parked in the parking lot there. There's no fair. And then you came to talk to me, so the government's going to audit you this year. So go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead and tell them who you are.
Hello, I am Uzuri, and I'm so happy to be here this morning. Thank you.
Nice.
I would like to say, in reference to the religious factor versus yoga, as my partner did explain, it is simply circulation through the body. And at the end of the day, whether you believe in Buddha, God, Allah, before we step on the mat, you always must align with that which you believe is greater than yourself. And from there, we move to the breath and the body opens. However, if you're not in alignment, which whatever you believe in, then your practice is extremely challenging. So it is a practice for all beings.
Y'all just been instructed. That's the beginning. There you go. All right. Thank you, Silent Bob. Zori, no, it's a beautiful name. Where did you get? Can I ask you where you the name, meaning, transcription, or?
It is Kenyan Swahili. It means beauty. It was given to me because I recognize the beauty in others before I see it in myself. So that is my life path.
And how do you pronounce it again?
Uzuri.
Uzuri.
Is that two or one word?
It's one word. Uzuri.
That's a Scrabble word. I think that U is 10 points and the Z is 12. Y'all better get busy, y'all. Boy, I had to change my name tomorrow. In any event, I'm just having fun. I do appreciate your energy, and I can tell right there, she's balanced. She ain't worried. She ain't worried at all. So this event is happening at the Pearson Center. What's the address of the Pearson Center? One more time.
The address is 1625 West Cary Avenue, right across the street from the statue.
There you go.
The Martin Luther King statue.
And that's cool. And your shop on the regular is?
515 Rose Street. KemeticYogaVegas.com.
And for the old heads, because the young heads, they know that .com. What's that 7 numbers? Hold on, I'm gonna get my ink.
702-417-7417.
One more time, because it's old age.
702-417-7417.
Come out, get your flex on, get your energy on. It's important, especially if you know it comes from the motherland. We need to get closer to that as much as we can.
That's right.
So the consciousness is there. So before you even go, your trip to the motherland with Brother Jabari.
Ooh, it was so amazing. I'm going again in November.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Gotta go. I know. I'm trying. I'm
Where
going.
at did you go? Tell us.
We went to Cairo. We went to Aswan.
It's mad hot in Aswan. Isn't it hot?
You know, we were in November. I actually wore a jacket the whole time.
No way.
Yeah.
July was.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I was asked to go in July. I was like,
because I was there when I told he was at the same time, but we were in different parts of the country. Oh,
no,
man.
I'm going in November. I'm going to assist Master Yasir Rahotep once again. But Jabari comes on that journey, and he is just so knowledgeable.
We got to get him out here. We got to get him out here. We could
I
do
know.
it. He could do something. I mean, because not just the consciousness that he brings, what he has to offer, that intergenerational connection. Some people say I'm too old, but he's worked with the master. He got Latin on his wall.
Yes.
So I ain't messing with
Dr.
him.
Ben, he's amazing.
He was a favorite of Dr. Ben.
Yes, he
so
was.
I do know this, and I said we got to get him out here. He could do a weekend.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
we'll pump it up right
We're
here.
gonna
I'd
work
love
on
to have an
that.
hour with him because the things that he espouses and he brings. You could check him out on the internet, on YouTube also.
Yes.
Brother Jabari puts it down.
Yes.
But again, your trip, was that your first?
That was my first time. And now I'm completely addicted.
Right.
I'm completely addicted.
Yeah, I know. There's no way not to try to go. I'm actually going back in 19. I got a wedding to go to, so I would go to them with this year.
Oh, nice.
But it was great. Got to give a big shout out to Calvin, my man. He always listening. He listens to the show. He saw Professor Asher Equazi and his wife. And when we got to New York at JFK, he was there, yells my name. I never seen the cat. But he had saw what we brought here through Power 88 and Kevin in the Desert series and just grabbed a hold of it. So
Yes,
I appreciate him. But also, as we get out of here, we got to say goodbye to your husband. We appreciate you, Brother Sudan, when you're doing the Sonship program, because I believe he's trying to get it as a 501c, correct?
Yes, I think he has achieved that already.
Another goal succeeded and successfully achieved by our brother. We look forward to talking to you soon, Brother Suda. Let me know what we can do, and we always want to know. And I said, come out tomorrow. Get this energy. One more time, tell them where your regular shop is, because, you know, you're going to be here. Even though the energy will still remain, we still have the physical person. We need to support that business, especially because I know there's a whole lot of holistic sisters out here.
Yes.
There's all different segments.
We're here. There's so many of us, and we're waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I would say that the hope springs eternal.
Although we have seen, I mean, major influx of our people coming through. But it's Sacred Geometry, Kemetic Yoga, and Wellness Studio. And our address is 515 Rose, like the flower, Street.
And the number?
702-417-7417.
All right. Well, we're going to pause for the cause. We're going to take a picture. We're going to come right back because I know you want to get at it. So we'll get with it in the last couple of minutes. But this is what we do. Come out. Enjoy. Be part of the community. You know, now 2 free events right here in your community. You can probably take the bus. But I know a lot of us have cars. So take your car. Come on back to the 89107. What is that? 89101? What is it?
89031.
There you, Cheryl.
89030.
All of that.
I think it's
Yeah,
89030. Yes.
But come out and
And
get this energy. It's all
89032.
happening out here in Las Vegas for you. Tim's, give us a little music. We'll come on right back. You can hit us on the phone line, 702-647-3688. I guess we'll close out. We'll talk about what happened this week. You know how that goes. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful summer song. I got to give a big shout out to my man Tim's. I love that. I always love OH and a dime. He always representing that well. You know, that's Ohio. Okay, so I don't know. OH and a dime. You know. You get that? You get that, Cheryl?
I got it.
You got that? You got that? All right, we got 2 big events that happened this weekend here. You can come check out the chess tournament, Diamond in the Rough, Saturday, April. That's tomorrow, 7th, from 9 to 3, and that's at the Arts Center, 947. Take your children out there. It's a children's themed chess tournament registration, and they always offer classes over there under that master. Yeah, Brother Wayne, he was in here. He wanted to get at Frank. I'm telling you. He snuck it in at the end. And then if you're of the Kemetic mind and if you're of the spiritual yoga divine, like I put that in divine, you got to go,
Yes,
growing like
got
a...
it,
All right, just trying to work with it. But if you want to come out and get that energy, which is definitely powerful, shit, they bringing in world-renowned masters.
They are.
For free.
That's amazing.
Gee, man, you trying to be like me?
Yoga is very expensive, and to be able to have the opportunity to do it for free tomorrow with master instructors.
And she
why
got a
wouldn't
shop
you
here on the
attend?
regular.
And, yes, and I just wanted to mention that there are men yoga classes that are being offered as well. So I just wanted to get that out there. Yes, men.
I thought everybody stands in yoga. There's no men, women.
Yeah,
Is it gender-specific yoga?
Well, I just needed to mention that there will be classes offered.
Because the masters are old dudes. I mean, men. I don't want to say a lot. Do they have old female? They have master females too? I'm
I
sure.
would imagine so.
We should have asked that question.
Yes.
She gonna be
I
a
would
master.
I would
Can you imagine doing
so.
that? And I know they went to the pyramids, y'all, early in the morning, sunrise for that
And
sun.
doing it.
Man,
Wow.
I want that picture. I was out there in the day, but I wasn't bending. I'm gonna tell you that. I ain't on no mat in that desert heat. But imagine that shot, and I'm gonna tell you the fact that they, she said, went to ask. You got to come with Cheryl. It's just amazing down there. I'm telling you, it's a little hot. And she said that they went in November. I got to check that November trip out.
Yeah, because you went in July.
We went the last day of July, first day of August.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, you were saying it was really, really hot.
It's hot. It's not like Vegas.
But it's a different kind of heat.
No, it's hotter than Vegas.
It's
hotter.
Different kind of.
It's
Yeah.
It's just ooh. And there's no air conditioning in the monuments either. So,
right.
But yeah, I mean, I would tell you, I'm kind of glad we did go because it added a different emphasis about the struggle of the people who have to live in that region. That aberrant desert heat for their summer, which is, it's the same thing. She said when in November. So what? We got calls? You waving your hand? Oh, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Well, we're going to talk about some things. But again, that whole yoga principle, you need to get a hold of that because I know there's a lot of young ladies out here who may be familiar with it. Bring your family.
Yeah,
bring your grandma.
children, yes.
Tomorrow,
and 9 o'clock, Pearson Center, 1625 West Cary.
It's important.
And it's free.
It's very free. So, as you know, we have moved on. We are working on the Malcolm X project. Malcolm X, May 19th, Saturday. It's the same day as some other things are happening. The spelling bee will be happening. And again, we'll be over at the Arts Center. And that will be, Saturday, May 19th, we're going to have our 2018 Malcolm X event. It was started a few years ago, and it kind of fell off, but we're bringing it back, and we're bringing it stronger. Again, big shout out to Just Flow, who's assisting on this program. We have so many people that are going to be involved there, but we are bringing, just so you would know, the man whose class I could never get in. You may say, why? Because that class was always filled, and you could have to get up to walk to him and say, hey, professor, can I get in your class? I recognize it's starting tomorrow. But I know that the registration was last spring when I walked up to the registrar. Y'all may be familiar with that term. And back then they used to have little cards you had to submit so they could punch them in to see if that class, and they would give you a card back and say, hey, you in it. Now you do it online. So you would have programmed it online. You go to type it in, beep, 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 beep. But that class, when I always tried to get in the spring, I was like, they're like, sir, that class is gone. And be like, hey, it ain't but, 4 o'clock, the second day of registration. First day of registration by like 10:30, that class is gone. And this class was taught by the, if you will, the famous Dr. Leonard Jeffries, whose term, the curriculum of inclusion, was adopted by many major cities, especially New York City, to incorporate the other than stories, if you will, the curriculum of inclusion. But he taught a class at the City College of New York. He was the chairperson, and he ran the Afrikan Studies, which was called Black Studies, which was later changed to Urban Studies, which has now been changed to Minority Studies, which is basically called Multicultural Studies.
Right.
Which has removed the emphasis of Black studies.
Yes.
But at City College, he and Professor Leonard Scobie, Dr. Betty Shabazz, yeah, y'all know that name, Dr. John Henry Clark, and of course Baba, Professor James Small, to name a few. They had these classes at City College, and they produced more African Studies degrees than anybody else in that 12 years. I took many of the classes. I already had some Latin, but I should have pursued it all the way to, I just got classes. I didn't get no certificate or nothing. But the knowledge they imparted in me is one of the reasons I can sit here and talk eloquently and informatively about Black events. And I use that term Black distinctly because that's how I learned them. So as you would know, May 19th, we're looking for some folks. If you can get down the same way you just got down at this live broadcast we just had for the breakdown, it would be a wonderful thing because Malcolm X needs to be celebrated, commemorated, and recognized as one of the true unsung heroes of America. So this opportunity, if you want to participate, if you're a poet, if you're a singer, if you're a dancer, if you're an entertainer, and you have some type of thing that think would be cognizant and pertinent to the day we're celebrating, which is Saturday, May 19th for Malcolm X 2018. I got to give a big shout out to Mastering Mindsets and also my friend Miss Shamika Webb over at African Traditions. We've already reached out to some folks, including Mr. Ramon Savoy, but we are doing this at the West Las Vegas Library Arts Center and the theater. We have a full day of Malcolm, y'all. We're going to have some films, and then at night we're going to move from the film area because because we got some historical stuff we're going to show. Big shout out to our friends over at the West Las Vegas Library District. Although Miss Jape, how are you doing, Yanni? I appreciate your help. Yes, we're going to be able to show some documentary films that haven't been shown in a while that are on the internet that fall into the eminent domain. I've been doing a little research on how to get those films, and I've been told by PBS and WGBH and even CBS News, because they're news, there are no rights that we need. So we can move ahead, and we'll be showing some rites to passage about Malcolm May 19th. We're on to our next event. Let's move it. If you can get down with Malcolm, we want to get down with you. And we're having a one-day, all-day event at the West Las Vegas Library Theater and the West Las Vegas Arts Center. We'll be showing Malcolm X films. Hopefully, you'll be there because you haven't seen these films in a while. They're on YouTube, and they fall into eminent domain. So we don't need any rights to show them. And they are news gatherings, so that also keeps them also in the news vein. And we're going to go to the library, and we're going to watch some videos. We have The Hate That Hate produced, a Dan Rather production, the first time we saw Malcolm in 1959, and we will move forward for Malcolm, Make It Plain in the afternoon. But if you want to get down with this event, May 19th, we need your help. Just Flo and myself and some other folks are putting it together, Mastering Mindsets. I'm sure we'll get some help, hopefully from other organizations. This is Like It Is Radio. I'm pleased to be your host. Goodbye, Cheryl.
Bye.
Check us out. We got a podcast, Nothing But the Facts. Check it out, Lordland Films, my man Crazy D, C-Mo, and myself. We're going to try to put it down. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Peace, yo. Right back. Peace, yo. Right back.